The pandemic has focused attention on so many national health problems, and one of the most disturbing issues is a critical shortage of essential medicines for children. CEO of Children's National Hospital, Dr. Kurt Newman, and Phlow CEO, Dr. Eric Edwards, have more on this national situation.
The pandemic has really shined a bright light on this issue. But even before the pandemic, hospitals across the country, adult hospitals, children's hospitals, were facing shortages of essential medicines. And the pandemic has just made it worse, and it's more intense in children's hospitals. So what we've done is create this coalition of some top children's hospitals to work together to find a partner, and we're working with the Phlow Corporation to solve that problem, to make sure that their medications are manufactured, that they're appropriate for children and they're focused on children, and that they're safe, so that we have this certainty. And doctors and nurses, children's hospitals don't have to worry about whether they're going to have enough or do all those things that we have to do right now to make sure that we have that supply. So I'm really excited about the chance to have a solution here that may take care of this problem.
We are thrilled to be launching this groundbreaking initiative and this coalition. It's a first in its kind coalition that is really focused on the needs of children's hospitals. This coalition is delivering on a mission focused on ensuring a reliable supply of high quality, affordable, essential medicines to treat children. And as you heard from Dr. Newman, children's hospitals face uncertainty. So the goals here are to provide certainty and availability, certainty and quality, and importantly, certainty and affordability, so that there can be appropriate planning for their budgets. And essential medicines certainly impact the cost, expenses, more time and effort when there are certain medicines that you thought were going to be previously available and you have to seek out alternatives. We're solving for all of that through this first of its kind alliance.
In probably every children's hospital across the country, there's a meeting where people are going over what drugs are we worried about? What might we run out of? And that list can be, sometimes it's 5 or 10 medications, sometimes it's 20 or 30. We always find a way, but it's just a lot of time, a lot of extra expense, and a lot of worry that we don't want our teams having to worry about. We want to know that they're going to have that drug for cancer, or that they're going to not have to worry about whether they have that right antibiotic and not have to make changes or modifications. And it's a safety issue too. We don't want them having to worry about it in the midst of a pandemic. Are they having to draw up the right dose because it's an adult adaptation for children? So I am thrilled that we have a potential solution here, and we can just be confident that when we need a drug, it's going to be there, and it's going to be the right drug, and it's going to be the safe drug for children.
So medication shortages persisted well before the COVID-19 pandemic. However, COVID-19 really did shine a light on supply chain vulnerabilities in our healthcare system. We saw this with PPE, with ventilators, with other equipment, but we also saw it significantly with essential medicines, and particularly in relation to what's called active pharmaceutical ingredients, or our API. Our active pharmaceutical ingredient supply for over 100 essential medicines is primarily sourced and these APIs are primarily manufactured in foreign countries. We're talking about primarily from countries including China and India. And that's a huge issue when you're relying on foreign manufacturers for your most critical essential medicines. In fact, in March of 2020, during the height of the pandemic, we saw the country of India stop the export of 26 essential active pharmaceutical ingredients. And so what Phlow's trying to do as a trailblazing essential medicine company is to reshore this industrial base, to be able to manufacture these essential medicines from molecule to bedside. So we're going to be making the chemistry, the chemicals, we're going to be manufacturing the active pharmaceutical ingredients, API, and the finished dosage forms right here at home. Most importantly, we're going to be focused on the needs of these children's hospitals.
Well, we're just getting started with these first few hospitals because we needed to get going. But I am confident that all of the children's hospitals will want to join this coalition, and we named it a coalition for a reason. We want everybody in. And I know that those CEOs, my colleagues, are facing the same issues we are, and I think they'll be really excited to join our coalition and work with Phlow. For more information on the Children's Hospital Coalition, please visit the website, children'shospitalcoalition.org.
Thank you for having us today. We appreciate your time.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.